Welcome back to this Picket card reading. We have here 3 piles to choose from. The first pile we have is the Strategist. The second pile we have is the Oracle. And the third pile we have is the Nurturer. So please take a moment to choose your pile. Bless you. Pile number 1. Welcome to this reading, pile number 1. So the first card we have here is the Strategist. And the keywords are counsel, project, lobby, and advise. So it feels here as though your wisdom is really needed, your own inner wisdom, to guide and to heal others. It feels as though you don't want to be taken away from your own inner truth, the truth that you know, the sense of right and wrong that you sense to be fair, and also to give that to others who may be needing guidance. There's many young, middle-aged, old, all ages need guidance at times. And it feels as though you do have a lot of wisdom to share. So, don't underestimate the importance of your purpose in terms of guiding and healing others. So just place that card there. And we also have Devotee, dedicate, inspire, acquire, emerge. So it feels here as though you've got these ancient codes of awareness, wisdom, culture, prosperity, abundance, history, knowledge, very much within you. And it feels as though, there is an important light being shed upon that. But it's also like you've had to go within to uncover that wisdom. And it looks very sacred, divine, godly, otherworldly, goddess energy. So it feels as though, it's about staying devoted and dedicated to that path. And I'm getting a lot of light codes coming into you from the universe from you doing that. So that's really beautiful. And we also have the Mystic, know, seek, contemplate, philosophize. Yeah, if you see her, she's there in this beautiful forest, yet the light shining from her and from the heavens above is very strong, and she's standing there. We can see closely, it's like she seems to have an owl on her shoulder, and it's almost as if she's dancing while at the same time listening to this wisdom. And they say, the owl is a very wise bird because it looks forward in all directions, right? So this light coming from her, though, seems as though she's dancing freely at the same time while receiving these light codes from the heavens. So that looks really good. And we also have the Odyssey, purest offer, treasure, celebrate. Oh, this is so lovely. So, if you see her, she looks as if she's on an old stone bridge, crossing over the river, going into the forest. But you see these almost like divine heavenly temples above. So, yeah, it seems to be very much about a celebration in terms of walking your path, but the journey, right? It's not just the destination, it's a journey as well. And it looks beautiful, this beautiful, pure, crystalline lake waters, magical forest, these lovely temples, and she's just there walking alone, but she seems to be following a light. So that's lovely. And we also have Sanctuary. Soothe, revive, return, relax. Yeah, it does feel, you see there, she's there in nature, and she seems to be allowing the trees and the gardens to heal her. And she almost seems to be not stepping quite on the ground there. It's like there's a river flowing beneath her feet, but all these energies look to be reviving her. So that looks to be the guidance for you at the moment. And we also have the Dream Weaver, emergence, wish, visualize, conceive. So this looks to be somebody with a lot of power, right? A lot of authority, natural authorities that looks authority that seems to come from heavens and above, or source energy. And it's like there seems to be a need for you to come forward with your manifestations, with your dreams, with your desires, with your authority, with your wisdom in a very strong and powerful way, rather than staying back and perhaps allowing others to misguide you, allowing your own authority to come through there. And here we have artist, dream, design, craft, create. Yeah, I get such beautiful heavenly light energy from what you're creating, or what you may create, or what you even at the moment may wish to create. So it does feel like it's worth putting that energy into that, bringing those beautiful artistic creations out into the world. Bless you, pile number 1. That is your reading. I hope that helped. And here we have pile number 2. So let's start your reading. Welcome. Here we have the oracle, lead, ask, listen, trust. So it feels here as though, there has been some confusion around, but it feels as though this is very much because you seem to see beyond the veil, as it were, beyond the worlds, and you've got such a beautiful, sacred energy, sensual beauty, just divine innocence, purity. So this looks as though there's a need for you to allow yourself to be that, sometimes because of jealousy or competition or many, different reasons, some people don't want you to just be in your natural light and shine as who you are and be the sensual goddess that you are. So it does feel as though, to take your power back there, be with yourself. And it does look as there's these wonderful columns, so there is this divine support behind you as well, but this feels very much about focusing firstly on yourself and not allowing others to take away that beautiful power that you have. Again, we've got the priestess. So begin. It's interesting that you got the oracle and the priestess. Very interesting. Pile number 2. So, they're almost both quite similar. I mean, this can apply to male or female, obviously, but they're both these women dressed in a red hood. So priestess, begin, the keywords being perceive, predict, and prophesize. It does feel as though you may need to tap into that divine wisdom of awareness that you have. That could be an intuition, for instance, awareness of things to come, sensing energies, and staying with the light, pure, magical, beautiful energies that seem to guide you and guide and heal others. I'm getting very healing energy from this priestess as well. And, she seems to be like nobody can go against what that natural order of the cosmos and the oracle, right? The oracle of what she or he obviously sees. Now let's see what else we have. We have the dancer. So shift, dance, enrapture, and embody. I mean, look at this beautiful heavenly energy coming from the stars. And that freedom that we can feel when dancing, that bliss and ecstasy that's so divine. So it does feel as though you want to let your hair down, let loose, keeping your feet on the ground. There seems to be like desert sand here underneath. So, but if you see this beautiful desert and these beautiful stars connecting, so that looks lovely, and she seems to be swirling among them. But of course, being a connection between them as well, right? So that's really lovely. And we have theater, participate, challenge, co-create, content. So this looks to be, you know, remembering sometimes that there are a lot of actors and actresses around. There are people that aren't who they say they are. And, you know, it looks as though it's about sometimes taking off the mask and dealing with things in an appropriate way, right? So being in the play, as it were, participating in the theatre, yet not necessarily being involved to the extent that you lose yourself or get confused by the masks people wear, right? It's like that's on them, and you're standing in your truth and in your love and in your wisdom and divine divinity, right? So bless you. That looks good. Very interesting pile you have here. And we have the way shower, usher, decide, discern, defend. I mean, really, these three cards together, the oracle, the priestess, and the way shower, really get the feeling that you're tapped into very, very, very ancient knowledge, ancient wisdom, and just incredible power. So use it wisely with discernment. One of the key words here is discern. So you're going to need to really discern on things there. And we have the enchanter, magnetize, open, reveal, manifest. Let me see what we're getting there. This looks about you going forward with your dreams, following your path, following your wishes. Yet it does feel as though there's a need for you to be pure. I'm getting this sort of lovely tree there, and you know, beware of any kind of selfish desires that may lead you in the wrong direction. Remain pure. Bless you, pile number 2. That is your reading. I hope that helped. Now for pile number 3, and welcome to your reading, pile number 3. We have the first card being the nurturer. So seed, conceive, nourish, birth. I mean, look at these beautiful butterflies, these flowers, this lovely mountain. So it feels as though this is really asking you to connect with the earth, connect with butterflies, plants, plant seeds, right? Seeds of regeneration. And I'm really getting this feeling of her nurturing these seeds that she's planting while, you know, loving the butterflies. So that looks really, really lovely. And we also have here the shapeshifter. So ruffle, cease, bewilder, shake. This is showing, yeah, to go through being very clear on your path, nature, using your intuition, your clairvoyance, your wisdom, and staying with those energies of light. You know, I'm getting almost like a cheetah in the forest, following ancient wisdom. The cheetah, panther, puma. Yeah, incredible energy there. And we have here the seeker, expose, heed, appraise, face. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting this incredible light coming in there, this doorway. And it looks as though there's a lot of people that are almost trying to keep her down or make her subservient and serve them. And again, it's interesting because I saw a black, almost panther puma cat. And again, we've got this black cat sort of with her. And she almost looks to be struggling. She's like serving, but it almost looks as though that it's not enough. But I'm feeling as though there's this, it's about you taking back your power and being aware of the doors which are naturally open to you, right? Through divine guidance rather than through, you know, other authorities. And I feel there's these beautiful Venusian type energies, almost like guiding her, wishing for her to go forward. And of course, it depicts female energies, but they can apply to men, of course. Reclaim, preserve, govern, remember. Yeah, I mean, this is a very goddess energy, right? She's in her temple. She's clearly very strongly protected by this lion and this peacock, which, you know, the peacock is not showing the feathers, but obviously they're there, and she looks to be there in bliss, in divinity, in love, yet also being very discerning, commanding, wise, and preserving her energy. So, you know, this sovereign king, queen type energy that you're being asked to tap into. And we also have awakener, fortify, soar, emerge, strengthen. Yeah, I mean, there's such powerful energy here with the lightning and this coming through, and it just looks as though this unstoppable force, almost like there's these rocks which don't stand a chance against this surge of energy and power and wisdom coming through this lightning. And there's this, I don't know if this is a god or Zeus or Greek god, but does look definitely to be some type of god. And yeah, and then this beautiful sea, looks like it's sort of coming from the sea and the sky at the same time. So very, very powerful energy there. Pile number 3. And that is your reading. I hope that helped.